and welcome. So I hadn't mentioned yet because we were talking about other things. Um, Welcome, and if you are new to this call or new to Zentangle or both, we would love to know in the chat. And if you can't find the chat, it's if you're on a desktop or a laptop, it's on the left hand side. Just see where it says chat. You should by default see the attendees and the word chat. You just see the words, and I know it took me a minute to. Oh, I can click on those. Okay, so there you go. If you're on the app, I think you just tap it, and it should, uh, bring up options, and then it's just you just have to like hit it again or swipe so that way you go back to the visual. So we're going to we're always going to have fun, and yeah, and if you could primarily use the chat for chatting because it's easier, to see and be able to respond to. And oh, okay, Lynn. Well, welcome to us. And let me get rid of this. And then, of course, at the end, we will all open. Well, anyone that wants to will open the webcams, and we will see what amazing things we came up with. So, oh, and thanks, Demi. Yeah, these were we when we did the tile prep classes were some playing around. Was this one? Oh, this one is actually food coloring. Oh, both of them are food coloring because we were just playing, and I ironed one half of this. I don't know which half ironed this half. It didn't seem to make a difference in the texture. That was what we were playing with. So I just thought, well, it'd be really good to use some of these things that we did. As I have a regular tile, so jury's still out. Let's see. New. Oh, well, Tammy, new to both of these sessions and Zentangle. Okay. Well, welcome. And hi, Sandy. Let's see. Oh, okay, Misty. Well, welcome on time. Yeah, 'cause the whole time zone thing. All right, fantastic. So I'm gonna put in the chat links to these step outs. I'm gonna share my screen, and we'll talk through it, and then we'll have fun. And while I'm thinking of it, so the only thing that really ties us together is the tangle. We have some people that are they're working on a sketchbook. You can work on, as you can see, whatever you want to, and like some will like redraw the step out. This is about exploring the tangles and having fun with them. You don't have to create some kind of a finished work, but if you want to, you can. So that's what's fun, is it's all up to you and how you feel. And Rika, centimeters, I don't know.
Now you're asking. It's about 4.5 inches.
4.5 inches? Okay. I'll convert it. Oh, there she goes, Alyssa. Thanks.
There we go. And oh, sure thing. Yeah, and it's one of those. It doesn't matter what size we do. This is what size the Zendala comes in. You can use whatever you want. Yeah, so Alyssa is $5. Yes. Oh, Alyssa corrected. That's a deduction, so that makes it $4. Oh, and yes, and thanks, Diane. Yeah, so if we could have everyone mute so that we don't get background noise, and then again, just to primarily use the chat, just because it's a lot easier to work in for everyone's enjoyment. So we'll keep all the chatting in the chat, and that would be lovely. All right. And like I said, it doesn't matter what you use. It doesn't matter. It's like if you're using color, it's a free for all in that respect. So we're gonna have fun. Let me share my screen. And so I found. I don't remember. I'm sure I found this just through looking through the tangle patterns, and I watched the ribbon thing go by, and wait, it is Inez on. It's not pronounced the same way. Oh, Inez is on. And I remember thinking, oh, it made me think of Inez, but this is, I was calling it QNEZ, and that was just because I hadn't looked at anything yet. And I was like, oh, we have to do this one. So
Thank you, Heather, but it's not quite.
it's not quite, no.
I
But I'm
found
just
number 48 wrong spelling of my name.
right. So I thought, well, I went, well, and as I looked at it and played with it, I'm like, oh, this is an amazing, it's an amazing tangle, just like our Inez is amazing. And uh, and so what I decided to do was to split up, and I'm giggling because the chat is funny. Sometimes you just have to be here. I split up the first step into 4 just because. And what we're gonna do is from the center of each side, it's really a grid-based tangle. So in the center of each side, the top 2, we're gonna do curved lines, from this would be the left center to the top, the center of the top, and then from the center of the top to the right. This is by CZT Susan Kelley Pundt, and she had dots, and I'll show her step out in a moment. And then, so we're doing the curved lines going out to the corners first, and then on the bottom half we're taking them the opposite way, and then we're going to do 2 big curved lines going from the top center down to both bottom corners. Okay, Alyssa. Well, you stick just as long as you can, and don't make yourself late for whatever it is, even though it would be worth it. We know. And then she has a couple little like tethered orbs or flux shapes here in the top corners, and then you get to play. And it's really neat. And so what I did here in this is in the top 2, you don't even notice that it's a grid. You're like, what is that pattern? Oh, it's this one. But the top 2 sections, I did a 4 square grid. I did it the way it's demonstrated, and then the bottom 2, I just flipped it around the other way. So that's really fun. And then I did it as a border. So it's like I said, lots of fun. So that's lots of decorating options that we have. And here she, one of the nice things about Tangle Patterns is she does, do a bit of a story, and I might do what I did again just because it was so neat. And then, so Susan is explaining, and the name comes from quick and easy. I'm like, oh, okay. So she pronounced it QNEZ, and so I was like, okay, well. It's good to know that's what it came from. Quick and easy. And we like quick and easy. So here's her step out. Oh, she put dots, on the 4 corners. Now if you feel like you need to do that, if it's a help, of course go right ahead. But because they don't really become part of the design, sometimes I avoid doing those kind of things. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I like going, center to center, and that's kind of easy enough. But then you see all of these decorating options. So she shows here a variation, and then also as a border, and it's just a lot of fun. It's almost one of those that looks more complicated than it is. So
And I'm using my cheaty thing. I already marked out my circle. I'm gonna try it in a circle.
oh, okay. And like doing it, oh well, it would be
As a curved border. Sort of.
okay. All right.
And you might
Or
wanna,
a round grid.
yes, a rounded grid. You might want to let the new people know that they should follow you, not me.
Well, I was gonna say you can, yeah, and you can if you want to follow me, you can, because I stick more to the pattern, and then mom, well, as Alyssa says, goes rogue. No, it's and this is where what's fun is because you can do it however you want to do it, or you can take a little bit of both. We usually end up watching just to see where mom goes with it because
Because mom does not know where she's going with it.
that's part of the excitement. Oh, let's see. And I think I'm going to do, well, because I've decided to use this colored tile here.
That's beautiful color.
Thank
So we
you. I
should,
was
we should let the new people know. Heather and I are actually, besides being certified for certifiable,
certifiable.
we're certified teachers. We went together
Yeah.
and became certified Zentangle teachers, even though you might not realize it sometimes.
All right. And I'm going to use, yes, I'm going to use a white jelly roll number 10 on this because you kind of need to with this dark, but I thought I just need to start using these. And I'm deciding where do I want my grid to be. Well, I think I'm going to make a big grid, I think.
I think I might do this one kind of upside down. I have to watch what you're doing again.
Okay. Oops. I was like, I don't want to get my hand in. Then what I might do is yeah, like over here. What's funny is it takes the color with it.
Oh, did you put the grid? Did you put the link for the grid in the
I
chat?
did.
Where? It's way.
Oh, it's way up there. Here, I can do it again though. Let's see. That is to my version of this step out. And then okay. And then the second one is Susan's. Okay. Let's see. So if I oh yeah. So I'm gonna divide mine. I'm gonna do a 16. I'm dividing mine in half. And then it will be, let me do it from this direction. And then in half again. Or maybe I shouldn't. You know what? No. I'm just gonna do a giant now. Because I'm thinking, oh, it'll be so small. That won't be fun.
Well, that's what I was trying to think because mine are like wedges. I have to think where is the most of the design, but I think it's like on the bottom of it, sort of.
Sort of. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so I guess it depends. And part of me was thinking, oh, I should do it the other way. Oh, and maybe I don't know. Maybe I just shall. Because, well, we see plenty of examples of if you do it. No, I don't have my other sheet. If you do it the way I showed here, let me do this again. Let me share my screen again. And yes, and a lot of this is discussion as well. So, okay, so looking back at this, so doing this upright this way, you get, and so this way on the top two, and then flipping it on the bottom two, you get this. The question I have, and that I think I will explore, is what happens if you flip it the other way? And so you do it, so I do this on the bottom and then flip it.
It would be just beautiful.
Either way, you just don't get these big round or semi-round, depending on how your curve lines go on the inside. And
What do you mean flip it?
What's that?
I think I'm going to have to see you draw it when you say flip it because I don't know what you mean.
Like a mirror image.
Yeah, a mirror image.
Do two, and then you go ahead and do it, Heather, because
I'm just going to
be good.
Yes. So I'm going to start in the bottom half and do it the way. Let me stop the screen share and do it the way it shows. So it'll be right side up. So I'm starting from the center of the top here. Nice curve line to one side. And actually, I'm going to do the bottom two at the same time. So I'll do the same stroke in both. And then going the other way. And then just aiming for the halfway point. And aiming for the halfway point up here at the top too, which I missed. Okay. Then I'm going to start here in the center. You know, I'm just eyeballing where the center is. It was one of those, I would be eyeballing it even if I put the dots in. So it's like, well, I could just skip that part. And those were just really place markers anyway. So like that. Then, coming back to this center, make sure there I go. So from the center all the way to this corner, we're going to just do a curved line. Put over here too. Curve. Sometimes it ended up just kind of straight. So however it ends up. And for those new to Zentangle, we turn our tile so that way your hand stays comfortable, and you can use this natural curve of your hand. Then so those curved lines go in the other way. A lot of times we don't go over stuff like this. We would end up going over, but this is just part of the pattern. Then in this corner, kind of I was calling it, because I liked how Maria called it, a tethered orb here. So starting here, or you could think of it as a teardrop, you know, just coming out with a curved line, touching the line that's there, and then, you know, coming back. I'm going to flip it the other way and do the same thing. Okay. And that's essentially it. So now I'm going to do the same thing again. So if you missed a part.
Are you going to flip it now?
Yeah, so I flipped it. So I'm doing,
okay.
So I turned my tile, and I'm going to do it, you know, so I'm mirroring this, because if I wasn't, I would just do it, you know, the same perspective. So I'm turning the tile.
So you're really saying just do it upside down, right?
Do it upside down.
Okay, thank you.
And now, because I have so many more to draw.
Or you could do it right side, mirrored right side up. Just the opposite from what Heather's doing.
Yeah, but mirrored wouldn't look any different, you guys, because if you held that in a mirror, it would be exactly the same. There's nothing different on one side to the other.
If you hold it, and if I could just, I would interject. If we could use the chat, it would be really, really great, because
sorry.
That's okay. It's hard to hear, and then the like some of the things are breaking up. But if I held a mirror right to this, if I held a mirror at this, then this would be showing the way I'm going to draw it in a moment. You know, it's not going to show it exactly. It would be opposite. It'll be pointing the same way.
Yeah, the edge of the mirror would be on that line.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Do I have one?
Sort of like, remember on Captain Kangaroo, where, what was it, Mr. Green Jeans or whatever would do that dance where he was, half of him was on a mirror? Yes, that's it, Heather. Yeah, but
Trying to get it so that way it can be seen.
Yeah, tilt your mirror up a little. Leave tilt the mirror up. Now we lost it.
Yeah.
Up.
My hand.
That's close. Yeah.
Oh, this way. It was going up. Yeah, so you can kind of see. Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's what we mean. Okay, so now to do it. All right.
Yeah, depending on which way you went, because both ends, if you look at just one little square,
yeah,
both the top and the bottom are decorated different. You know, it's not symmetrical. So depending on which way you did it, they're going to look different, and it's going to look like a whole different tangle.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Yeah, that on mine, that second curved line almost has to be straight on mine because my grids go in at an angle.
yeah.
And so I think I'm just going to draw them straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't have to think about it because it's just because it's narrow to
Yeah.
begin with. Or I could curve them in the other way, which
You-
one just
you-
did without
Right.
me trying.
Without you trying. Yeah, it just happened. And Lorraine, yes, you can buy I'll put a link or to my website in the check. You can get Zentangle original tiles if you want. I do have them on my website. And good to see you, John Luke. Um and they're a very, very nice paper. And wait, let's see. Yeah, very much. Yeah, Mandela Essence vibe. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Um, that was from Christine. And look at how I mean, and that's only going one direction. So that is really, really neat. It's neat. Oh, and no worry about the questions. It's just it's so much easier on the chat. And I also wasn't thinking because we do have some that attend that are hard of hearing and I don't think that Leslie is on today, but she's deaf, so sometimes it's easier in the chat to put things down for that reason as well. But yeah, that makes a neat pattern if you wanted to do a mandala, or we call it Zendala. That's what they call the round paper. But because it divides up the space neatly. Hmm. Hmm. And thank you, Alyssa, for putting in that link. Like Zelda said, you can use like a watercolor paper. I've used cardstock and things like that.
Index cards.
Index cards.
The
Anything
blank
that,
side.
anything that.
I was almost thinking, oh, it might be too hard though. I was thinking in the center of mine, I could do another section of these flipped. Do I want to do that?
You might have to just get a thinner pen, maybe.
Yes, because I'm using a graphic. But do I want to? I could just wait.
Wait and see.
Yes.
See if it's still having you want to do that later. You know what's neat about this is that, and I think it would still pick up the color in the pen. I can't remember now, with the other things that we prepped tiles with, but I don't know if you can. I don't know. I guess you can't see it too well. But so like where it's red, it's picking up the color from the tile. And wait, let's see. No, that's the side iron, so it has nothing to do with that. And Zelda, I'm using the Jelly Roll 10. Oh, and Virginia says you can also use paper bags cut up. Yes. Oh, thank you.
Cardboard boxes, cereal boxes cut up.
Yeah. Was it tissue boxes that we haven't seen anything from was it Kathy on the Tangle Addict site? All right, so now I have to decide how I want to decorate it. Yeah, Kleenex boxes, you just use the inside. You could always use the outside if it has a nice, pattern that's split up. Okay, here's what I think I'm gonna do. Because at this point, then yeah, we just decorate. So I'm going to add to these little flux shapes, and I'm going to put one on either side, or tethered orbs, whichever way you want to think about them. And then two, like I know on mine, so you're thinking, how do you want to? Are you still thinking if you want to do the middle?
I'm also thinking if I want to do something on this outer rim that I have.
Hmm.
I don't want to mess it up.
Well, there's no messing it up. Hmm.
There's so many ways I could go.
Yeah. Yeah. And what's neat about it is, and especially if if you felt like you wanted to work to disguise some of the grid lines, and let's see, and I might still do the same thing. Let me finish these because, well, or let me jump ahead because, all right, Alyssa, who's in charge of me? And Luna, yeah, Luna said, yeah, you can get other. There's like Strathmore has artist tiles. They're a little bit different size paper, but it doesn't matter. It's just a nice quality paper that the pens will work on. It does. It's like it's all good. It's the tangling that's what's important. So here's what I'm gonna and this is what I did on my one sample. Oh, and let me just do the middle here because it's easier to see. I added. Wait, what did they say? Sandy said,
I'm just reading the chat. Okay, show us what you're going to do, Heather.
all right. So this is like the round, section.
I think I like it already.
So I just put in two
Ooh.
extra lines
Oh,
on
I like
both
that.
because one wouldn't work, and then so ultimately Zelda's in charge. That's right. And for those that are new, we have this. This is a long-term joke, I guess you would say.
Yeah,
And I
because
think it's
Heather loses charge sometimes, and we have to have other people take over.
that's right. Yeah, that part I'm not great at. I think it started with like when I put in just the reminding me, oh, do this, and then what it really sunk in when it was I put my wrong email address in. I invented one. Oh my god! So for those that are new, that's the joke.
It's sort of an inside joke, but we don't want to have you feel left out. So
Exactly, we can't have that. Well, here's how it should say. Because sometimes, a lot of times, Heather just gets in the zone. And I'm doing the hand motion, meaning in the zone
oh,
of Zentangle. See what?
I just never mind.
What did you have a really good idea? That was a really good idea.
Oh,
Sound.
I really messed up, but I
Well, oh,
that's
I
okay.
see.
I'll think about what I'll think about it till I get there.
Well, and then also for those new to Zentangle, there's no such thing as a mistake. So then, when something goes, oh, then we just figure out how we will compensate for it, and it's good. So then I did what we call rounding in the edges, and that was just putting a little curve line on the ends of these, and then which could be a little bit better. Some of them are a little squared off, and so it kind of creates that flower type of shape down here. So that's something you can do, and then it's like, and when you do that, it's like you wouldn't know if you by looking at it that, oh, where's that grid line again? So it's really fun to find ways to disguise the grid lines. Other ways to decorate could be just adding straight lines. So, or actually, well, let's see. Well, like like in this, either in this center, I actually could have even. Well, it's essentially what I did here, but I had them continue in the round. Um, this one doesn't have so many straight lines except for right here in the center, but like I could in the background could just draw straight lines here, straight lines here. It would end up looking neat. But I'm going to go with just adding these feathered orb teardrop shapes. And then I think I might fill in the background. I'm not sure yet. Sometimes the things that we do with, on a white paper tile, or a white paper towel if you're really good and have interesting pens that would work on that. Sometimes it just looks different when you're using the white pen versus being able to just fill in with the black or regular ink.
Okay, so here's my solution.
Yeah.
Because I went the wrong direction. I am filling in these middle ones
Oh.
black, and then I'm going to fill in the other two with white
Oh, nice.
on all of them.
Nice. Monica says, because we were talking about things to tangle on. Yeah, Little Debbie boxes is a delicious way.
Oh no, but Luna said she used to do it on the paper on the exam room tables. You never know. Somebody might have found one and framed it. Instead of ripping it off and throwing it in the garbage, they, thought, "Ooh, this is beautiful. Look what somebody did and left me."
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I did this mistake because I'm liking it.
Oh, good.
Not a mistake, an oops.
What mistake?
Now, let me get, I could do a different color too, but I like using the white.
And
Just find it.
or you go to because Diane's on the call. Where do we go? I think it was Macaroni Grill. There was probably another one too where they have the paper tablecloths. And I don't see. Did we have pen? No, I think we asked for crayons, or there was crayons already on the table. So Karen and Diane and I, while we're waiting for our food, we were making art on the on the table. Oh, and right. They provided the.
Is there anything that has an age limit on who can use those crayons?
No, because Steve asks for them all the time. Steve, my husband, for those that don't know, and
well, I get that because I know Steve.
Yes, our big kid.
Of course, I think mine's going to end up looking like a tribal mask or something, but
that's all right. Well, if you put, just because you said it, it kind of does.
yes,
Like it looks like a raccoon. What was it called? The jackalope that people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a raccoonalope because the two things in the middle could look like.
Yeah. It does look sort of like a raccoon. But wait, I'm not finished. I just want to create a big.
So where's my little wipey thing? Okay. Talking and laughing and joking and not and just leaving my pen uncapped. Let's say I grabbed a paper towel and somebody else had done this also because I think the texture of the paper towel, so that way I can just take my pen tip and swish it in there. Because a lot of us were talking about before about like these prep tiles, or I talked about my laser printer causing trouble for me, having some kind of a residue or something that the pen likes to get junked up. And I'm finding that just it's not even wiping it; it's just kind of swirling it on the paper towel seems to fix it really well. Probably not wasting as much ink either because I would be, scribbling here, scribbling there.
Well, and I usually like this. I mean, I drew the circle on this, and this is just a tablet of craft paper.
Okay.
Because I like that color. I like it. I don't know if I have a Renaissance. I think it's a little bit deeper tan than a Renaissance.
Okay.
And I like the color of it. So, you know, anything goes.
Yeah.
But oh, usually like when I cut this out, then I have these scraps, and sometimes I keep those to clean my pen
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
occasionally as needed, other than using the corner of my black foam core, which now has 2 corners with little white swirls. I guess that's all it will get because I'm right-handed, so I swirl in the right
Yeah.
hand. Okay.
Yeah,
Now
it's
my
interesting. It does look all pretty bright here, and but on my side, the color has bled into the ink. So like here it's like white but tinted red a little bit, and some of the green, same thing. It's not
oh, and
everywhere.
that was the food coloring, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Which doesn't make it a bad thing that it tones it, kind of.
No, it's kind of makes it neat.
Oh, well, I'm thinking, I hope I have time to take away the raccoonness of this.
I say, what if you put orbs in there? Then it would then end up looking like a multi-eyed.
I want to make it better, not worse. Oh dear.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe how else you might decorate it might
I know, that's what I'm
change it.
thinking, and I'm looking
Yeah.
at the time and thinking, oh, do I have time?
Let's see. Oh, and I was just flipping back to finish what I was reading. Well, yeah, and I think well, yeah, see, it depends on what snack box you use because I think we talked about that because yeah, Luna's saying yeah, it's right, but doesn't help with the weight loss goals. Let's see what kind of a snack box. Well, let's see what. Oh, let's get those toasted Cheez-Its, our favorite.
That's
And
what, yeah, that's what I have cut up in my bag.
oh, let's see. This, it didn't. I think I'm going to go ahead. Wait, but wait. So sometimes there's the thought process. Well, first off, I can't let these shapes go without. Oh, although maybe let me use a smaller pen, smaller nib pen. Oh, uh, uh, Diane Rochelle was thinking the same thing. Well, she was adding orbs for eyes, and I was just thinking, yeah, too.
I'm not adding orbs.
So I moved for those to the 05 just for this because I have to have my line and dot in these because life will just not be right without it. You could always just put, you can put a dot, you can just leave it. I like the 2 dots. I'm glad that I switched it because look at how nice and fine that looks.
Oh,
It's fading on the side. I'm debating on if I want to fill in, but I think I might fill those in behind these. That's kind of neat.
well, I'm trying to finish half of this.
Oh gosh, we're getting close.
I started going in the wrong direction.
something about, I'm thinking
Oh,
something about the fact that this is prepped. It's coloring a lot nicer than what, like, say, when I use the black Zentangle tile.
yeah,
There's a lot,
it's amazing what, and depending on what you use. I'm gonna
yeah.
say all the new people, close your eyes. Don't look at what I'm doing.
Don't 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 look at her. Yeah, cheating. No. And Luna, yeah, I used when we did this tile prep class, and I wanted to explore different things that you could use to prep tiles, just because we're all on different budgets and whatnot. And yeah, so I got store brand food coloring. I need to go back when I go again, because I somebody had said that they have like neon colors, and I'm like, ooh, oh, I really should use up all of the other stuff that I have first, but
What?
you know, I know. Yeah, so just using a silicone mat, so that way some things I would dump directly on, and then let it move, but then some it was just putting it down on a silicone mat, swishing it around with different things, and just playing. Because yeah, this has some red, green. I think I don't remember if I was trying to do something or not, but yeah, but it's really weird, because it's like this. It looks so smooth. That was why I was thinking not to color in with the white, because usually it's just like you have to go over it a couple times. But I don't know. It's weird. Maybe something too about getting the tiles wet, letting them dry. Could it change the absorbency or something?
Yeah, probably.
Now, 3 times more absorbent.
Well, and then you that one you said you ironed the other side. You didn't, did you iron the front side of that
No,
one?
I ironed the front side, but I wrote on the back. And Annie says that yeah, paper changes after it's been wet. Yeah. So that has it's interesting, and I like it. Oh yeah, so I ironed this half of it. I wrote it in the back, this half. But I don't see any difference in anything. And this is not really clogging up my pen so much either, because I know that was one thing that several people had mentioned, that they their pen would kind of clog up a little bit. The only thing this is really doing is it's picking up the color. So you have to be a little bit careful, because like I was doing over here in the red, and well, no, I don't even see it now. Huh. Kind of transferred it. Okay, now. Huh. There's always the okay, what's next? Oh, thanks, Storm. Oh, I like that color, Mom. Like it, like it. All right. Well, don't want to put lines. Could just leave it. Could just do shading. So depending on how you decorate this, as we have just a few minutes left, um, depending on how you decorate it will kind of depend on how you might want to shade it. I know in my step out, and I'll just flip to that really quick again. I'll share my screen, I mean. So you see, so here, when I did this with the center, I put some graphite here. It's hard to tell, because this is just done on uh, regular paper. So the graphite doesn't move so good. And then when you put it in the scanner, it doesn't translate well. But I put some in the center, and then I put some on the outsides. Oh, I could do that on mine still. Even if it's with the white. And that's really all I did here. But on this one, on the border, I put graphite, because where I put these these straight lines in that big section, I put graphite really on all 4 sides, and it sinks this down. It looks much better in person. It sinks this down more, and it was just and so I thought that kind of looked neat, and I hadn't decided if I was going to do anything else, but yeah, any of the sections you can add some graphite. You could always just leave it. And yeah, Jen, time goes by too fast. Well, let's just see if I put. So this is chalk pencil. Start where it's safe. Oh, and here it doesn't matter. I was thinking about tracing over that section in a dark color. Give it a little glow. Ooh. Actually, it almost makes me want to soak some of the black tiles and not do anything else with them except for just to make them wet. That's neat. It's just I need to do well. You know what? Let's do this. I'm just going to add the white as if I. Let's just do that part first because I don't have it completely thought out. I'm just going to do this in stages. For it, because I was thinking, I could do that whole inside. Even the and Luna, I think Mom is using Prismacolor, right?
Yes.
Colored pencils.
And now I'm back to the Signo white.
Yeah.
I have to leave all my pencils laying out and hope I remembered what colors I used to finish.
This might end up doing all 4 sides because I'm thinking that it would be neat to have that center kind of glow too, but we'll see. Yeah, and so just thinking back to who was it? Jean-Luc. Yeah, because you're using a tablet, and yeah, and there's some things you just don't translate. All right, and Diane says, "Time," and it is. Oh, I kind of like that. I think I will do the center later, though. We'll see. All right, so if you want to open up your webcam, and let me get my stuff here ready to go. Oh my gosh. Ah, so neat. Oh, wait, where'd it go? Oh, nice, Margaret. Part of me was thinking, kind of like what Margaret is that you could just think stained glassy and just use it as a coloring book and color in the sections however you wish.
I knew.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Neat. All right, so and if I don't want anyone's hand to fall off, so I will give you a fair warning. So if you just get the just to open up your webcam,
Let
let me
Barbara
start
know
this.
hers is blurry. Barbara Middleton, it's blurry.
All right, let's
We know-
see.
Hurry. Let's see.
Oh, and it's 0901. Oh, okay.
And they had to get on blurry.
Yeah, sometimes there might not necessarily be a way to get unblurry.
There you go.
Yeah. So just hold it. Yeah. So just let me
Hold it.
find it here. Okay, Roberta. All right. Hold on. Let's see.
Aïe, aïe, aïe.
Oh,
J'y vais tout
wanna
seul?
see if I've got 2 pages here or not.
J'y vais tout seul, là?
Closer.
Okay. Oh, and Sandy's is just dark.
Are you getting ready, Heather?
Yes, getting ready. Don't want anyone's hand to fall off. All right. So if this is everyone, we'll call it now. So hold them steady, and then don't. And then I have to take 2 pictures. So hold on one sec. And someone had. Let's see. Hold on. Save. Oh, come on. 1. There we go. Okay. Now, new. I'm going to page 2. Pause. Okay, and hold on. Okay, got him. And yeah, Sandy, I'll have to swipe yours from Facebook because I think it's a bandwidth thing. All right, so I've got them, and let me not. Now I see you. Wait there. Okay. Okay. Got it. Oh wait, yeah. Okay, perfect. Everyone else will have the email, and I'm gonna make sure to save. Let me share my screen.
Be sure and put your email in the chat because
In the right email.
yeah, the right one, and because your gatekeepers are not
I got it.
official gatekeepers.
Put it in. All right, awesome. Okay, so this was page 2. And and I like Monica did that and I like the top, adding the flux in there, just at the top like that. I am sharing. Yes, I am sharing. So this is just page 2 of that. Sandy, I'll see if I can paste yours right over there. Oh, and Sharona, nice job. I like that red back there. And Sharon, yeah, just doing a singular I like the picture frame around it. That's cool. And let's see, yeah, and let's see, Zelda's. We might have to wait till we see. I don't. Yeah, it's really weird how you get you can see it looks like you have a black light on, but it's not. It's got to be something with with your well, who knows? It's technology. It's confusing. Nice, and I like that. So here, that's good. Nice. That makes it. So here's yours makes me think of spring. We can go back. Let me share. Well, actually, let me save this. Okay, now let's look at the first page. Oh, wow. Nice.
Can you move it up a little, please, when you're ready?
Yeah, let me get that. There we go. That way we can see. Thanks for cutting off some of. Oh, yes, and Barbara, yeah, yours came out. Nice there. And
Thank you.
yeah, and I'll see. And Chow, I don't. Are you using
A little more. Can we see the names on the bottom?
Yeah, I can't either.
There we go. Thank you.
I was trying to tell. It looks like yours is almost. So is yours is that oh, maybe it is a prep tile. Same thing. It's just the way the way it's set. It almost looks like it's a shiny surface. Oh, neat. And Deb, I like that you did it just with the same perspective in all of the grids, because that looks neat too. Oh, so cool. And Diane, I love it. Diane and Diane, both Dianes.
Margaret's is beautiful too. I like the way she did things sticking out. I don't know
Yeah.
how else to explain it. Sticky out things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because especially if you're doing it, well, Monica did too, when you're doing a border or like I did it on this one as well. There's nothing that says you can't.
You could do sticky outy things on yours too.
Yeah. Just go on. You don't want to go just to the outer edge with the initial pattern.
Yeah. That's so neat. And I'll say, and I love Elaine's colors on her, so that must be like a prep tile too.
Oh, Karen made hers look very shiny.
Mm-hmm. You know, and it almost looks like sort of, kind of, like curtains. Like those are vertical blinds.
Oh yes. And behind door 1.
Right.
Oh, you know what I see? I
gosh.
see what she did. You used that to kind of hide that line that goes there. Oh, I think that's a good idea. I think I'm going to use that.
Okay. And let's see. I can't make it bigger. And Mel G's. I like what you did on the inside of yours. That's.
Oh, I might have to change my mind about what I just did.
Well, it's too late now. No. And I like Lynn's colors, and I mentioned Lynn's and Jen. Jen,
Right. Class just got done.
yeah, Jen's yours looks psychedelic. You know,
Again,
maybe
amazing.
yeah, and I think it's just the way the and I'm guessing it's the beginnings of shading, but it just makes me think of forgot what it's called. My brother was just talking about it because he wanted to figure out how to do it for one of his because he plays in a band. Lava something. It's like where they would you'd see a lot in the 60s, and where they're dripping some kind of colored liquid on something that spins, and it's oozing. Yeah, kind of like a lava lamp, but it's projected. And so just really, really neat. That was a prepped tile? Wow. How perfect is that? Wow. So, Mel G, yes, yeah, super cool tangle and not hard. Definitely one of those not as or it's harder than it looks. And it's so impressive, and then being able to have all of the different ways to decorate it, so you can throw your style in there, and say Margaret's makes me think more of a kaleidoscope.
That's what I was thinking of mine too earlier
Yeah.
on. Not so much now, but
No, but it looks neat, and I don't see raccoons anymore.
good.
Yeah, yeah,
Nothing
and Luna.
against raccoons, but
No, right.
it's not the look I was going for.
Yeah, it wasn't. Not spin art, because this was just. I'm thinking like if you watch like music videos from that time, and so they'd have colors would be oozing like a lava lamp, but it was something it was projected like with a overhead projector. But I think it's I don't know if it's spun as well. I don't know. I'll have to find and maybe I'll ask him. But yeah, just neat. But yeah, and depending on how you want to decorate it, it takes on such a different look. So cool. So cool. Oh yes, and then I'm just looking here at Chris's with the little fescues in there in the center and hiding up there in the corner. And then auraing those lines on the side, the little side things. totally different look. Didn't mean, oh, if Chris is still here, didn't mean to overlook you. So, yes, Jen, yes, exactly. It would simulate, yes, when it simulates that chemically altered state, I think. That's why I was called the psychedelic. There we go. Shulamit's got it. Liquid oil projection. Yes. Thank you, Shulamit. That is it. So I'll have to search that, see if Rich figures out how to do it. We might have to help him. So, well, I'm going to say goodbye to the recording.